This is Paul Bell at the ERE Expo. We were just here for the IAEWS conference, and I'm here to introduce you to Stephen Rothberg, who's going to have a conversation with some distinguished gentlemen here today.
Thanks, Paul. I'm the president and founder of collegerecruiter.com, and yesterday we were at the International Association of Employment Websites conference in Hollywood, Florida, and today we're at the ERE conference, also in Hollywood, Florida, same building. And I'm joined today by Chris Russell of All County Jobs.
And others.
And many others. And Ethan Bloomfield of Job Target. And Mark Ezra of Honesty Online. And we're going to have each of them take a turn to talk about what they're seeing in their businesses about the job market and where they think things are going.
Okay.
Sounds like
Chris,
a plan.
Chris, do you want to go first?
Sure. So where's the job market right now? Well, I think things are stabilizing. In my All County business, where I live in the Northeast, sales are steadily increasing. It's not going down anymore, so it's a good sign. So I think we've bottomed out as far as the job market goes, and things are improving. And a lot of what I'm seeing from job postings is from small businesses, which to me is a good sign because small businesses put the jobs out there. They're the ones that are generating the jobs.
So you're seeing Main Street come back.
Yes.
That's good news. That's good news. I'm Ethan Bloomfield. I'm with Job Target. We work with Chris on some projects as well as powering, like 1,200 other job boards. So we get to see it from all the angles, and I would agree with what Chris is saying. We're seeing certainly no more drop in the job posting activity. We're also not seeing a huge increase in job seeker activity, which is the other side of the coin, which means they're finding jobs. The balance is starting to come back, which we like to see. That means it's healthy. I think the survivors survived and the others didn't, and I think that's probably good as an industry because I like to talk about not just what's happening for job seekers and employers, but what's happening for us. And so I think we bottomed out. We lost some people along the way, but I think that's okay. And those that are still here are really strong. I feel like we're much stronger as a company, and you watch us a lot, I feel stronger as a company than before we came in it. Now for having gone through the things we went through, even if they were painful when times stunk.
Yeah, so you have to be smarter and stronger coming out of a recession than going into it.
And that's why the new body's here.
Yes.
All right.
he's been working out.
Ethan, let me ask you a question about IAEWS.
Yes.
Was there anything that came out of talking to all the people that were there yesterday that might have surprised you?
I don't think anything surprised me, Paul. What I think that I observed was I look at the things glistening around the edge, if you will. I'm looking at the undertones and the under conversations, and it was just nicer to be there. It was like not just woe is me and where's my business and what's going to happen and when is this going to end, but it was like, all right, we did it. What's next? And I liked that undertone. And they said those things at the last conferences. You and I had these conversations, and we heard the same kinds of things, but the undertones were better. I felt better. I had a good, I'm not real spiritual or anything, but there was a better something in there, vibe. There was something better than at the other events, and maybe it was just me looking great. That's twice, by the way.
It's interesting that you say that because I was thinking the same thing, that I found that there were a lot more people talking about what we need to do 5 years from now.
Than tomorrow.
When we had the same job board association meeting 4 months ago, and people were talking about what do we need to do 5 months from now.
5 months ago.
Yeah, and people were worried about surviving 2009. And yesterday, I think people were much more concerned about surviving social networking. What are we going to do 3 to 5 years from now?
That's
which was a good sign. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mark Ezra. I'm the founder of Honesty Online, and our company works with job boards. And one of the things that I heard early on in the conference was that the job boards should be focusing on some of the things that they can do to help candidates, help monetize candidates, focus on other services you provide candidates, and that's what we do. We have a technology which we integrate into job boards, and we verify people's identity, their backgrounds, and their resumes. So for the job seekers in this climate, it helps them stand out from other job seekers who are looking to find jobs, and for employers, it gives them a pre-screened candidate pool and a service where they have a means to help differentiate other candidates and be pre-screened. So we're working with a few new job boards. We're going live on Monday with Six Figure Jobs. We work with NetTemps. Hopefully, we'll be working with these guys very soon, and many others.
Right.
It's nice to see that people are very upbeat about the industry. And like many other industries, when there's a little glitch, it's nice to see the strong get stronger and kind of filter out some of the weak. And I think overall the industry ends up being a stronger place.
What are you seeing from the job market? Like Chris was saying, that it's sort of bottomed out and coming back, or something different?
No, I don't have the same perspective as these gentlemen. I will tell you that from my perspective, people seem to be focusing less on the fire drills and more on what they can do going forward. So when I talk to CEOs of companies 6 months ago, they like what we do. Let's talk in 6 months. Now they're starting to really focus on what we can do today. So I think that's a good sign that they're.
I agree
focusing
with
on
Mark entirely. Is that 6 months ago when we were looking at job seeker side things, it was a fire drill. It was like, we didn't monetize. Oops, And our clients, the boards we powered, hadn't clamored for it. A lot of the big associations, they are job seekers. It wasn't that same kind of clamor. They provide those services, but we really looked hard at it. And now what we get a chance to do is to sit back and evaluate Mark's offer and others that are out there for job seekers. You and I have talked about things for seekers. And instead of the fire drill that we may have talked about a year ago or 6 months ago, now we can look at the future and build it the right ways. And I think that's the best thing, is doing things right now, and not having those fire drill scenarios is so important to us as an industry, and makes me feel a whole lot better.
It's okay if it doesn't bring in revenue from day one.
Exactly.
If it's the right thing strategically and it brings in revenue 6 to 12 months from now, or just makes the experience better,
Exactly.
then we can again start looking at that. Well, gentlemen, thank you
Thanks.
very much.
All right.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you, as always. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.